Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to my garden. It's an exciting day. We're going to unbox these David Austin roses. I'm going to tell you a little bit about them. We are going to put them in the ground, and I'll give you a quick tour of the other roses that I have here in my garden. So stick around. All right, so last spring I ordered my first David Austin rose, and within 3 months it was covered in blooms, and I immediately went online and ordered a couple more. Since then, it's become a little bit of an addiction, and I've ordered 2 more. These came in 2-quart roses. So early on in the year, in spring, you can buy them as bare root roses. They look like this, and it's exactly how it sounds. They're basically the bare root. You plant them in the ground, and within 3 months or so, they're typically covered in flowers. Now, these are 2-quart roses that they sell a little bit later in the year, and it's, again, exactly how it sounds. It's a 2-quart container full of soil. The roses are already rooted in. You'll go ahead and just plant them in the ground, and within a month or so, they should be covered in blooms. So let's check it out. Okay, so the first one out of the box here is the Lady Gardener, and I'm very excited about this rose. First off, I just want to say it looks packaged very well. There's not soil all over the place. Really clean, so really happy with that. Now, here's the tag for the Lady Gardener, and as you can see, it's a very big, it's actually supposed to be one of their larger flowers, and it's kind of that apricot color. I've heard a lot of controversy regarding the colors. Some people say it's more peach than apricot. Some people say that theirs is mostly cream with a little bit of an apricot or peach color. And then some people say it just kind of fades out. So it starts apricot and then it just fades out to cream. So I'm really excited to kind of see what the actual color is in kind of Northern California with some of the extra heat that we have. It says bears large, beautiful, pure apricot quarteret roses that are packed loosely arranged with petals that are pale towards the edges. They're a lovely tea fragrance with a hint of cedar wood and vanilla. Sounds nice. And it's named for the plant heritage who do so much to protect Britain's garden plant diversity. Whatever that means. One reason why I did pick this one is because one, I think that the apricot color is going to look really great next to the Caradonna salvia I'm planting it next to. And then second, it says it's great for cutting, and I do a lot of cutting, so I'm really excited about that. That was another reason why I picked this, but very excited to add this to the collection, and that is the Lady Gardener. So next up is Olivia Rose Austin. And I don't have any true pink roses in the garden, so I'm very excited to add this one to the garden. They have flagged this for best for flowering and best for health. In fact, many people online state this is the best David Austin rose, like all around best rose. And they seem to think so too. I mean, they have flagged it for rose borders, shady areas, mixed borders, rose hedges, pots and containers, great for cutting, which I love. But again, like literally people say this is their best overall rose or best rose that they've ever created for many reasons. Okay, it's not only beautiful, it's supposed to smell great. The new foliage is supposed to be more of a dark color. The stems are supposed to be kind of a purpley color. These don't look to be. Yeah, look at the foliage color on it. Look at the flowers. It says pretty buds open to a beautiful cupped rosette. Who doesn't love a cupped rose? In a mid-pink coloring, there is a light to medium fruity fragrance. So if you're looking for kind of a new school smelling rose as opposed to that kind of hybrid tea, this one might be worth checking out. Flowers exceptionally early in the season and well into autumn. So it's an early flowering rose. That's great. It forms a very healthy, well-balanced shrub with dark green foliage. I love dark green foliage on roses. So very excited to add this one into the garden. In fact, I'm planting this next to some Gara, so you'll have some white Gara dancing around, and then you'll have some really pretty kind of mid-pink, light pink cupped roses next to it. Can't wait. It's going to look beautiful. Very excited to add this to the collection. So the first rose is Emily Bronte, and the first year she really didn't do anything, but this year she's come out swinging and has been really covered in these cream apricot blush colored flowers. Absolutely beautiful rose. Next up is Eustacia Vi, and she is a very similar rose to Emily Bronte. However, I like her fragrance a little bit more. She bloomed quite a bit last summer, and this spring has been covered in blooms. I brought a ton of them in for Mother's Day. If you haven't heard of Earth Angel, then be prepared to be blown away by this rose. This flowers heavily, and the flowers are deeply cupped. They smell amazing. They almost smell kind of like a lemon. This is one of my wife's definite favorite roses, and it might be mine too. It's a very large shrub rose. I have two of them. It's a great rose. If you ever see it at the nursery, make sure you buy it. Next is Princess Anne, and she's only about 3 months old, and these are her first blooms. I planted them in 2 containers, and I love the way they kind of fade from a dark pink to a magenta color. Bolero is a rose that started off slow in its first year, and this year has come out looking amazing. The flowers are way more cupped than they were last year. The fragrance on this rose is awesome. Big surprise, love Bolero. Now, this is State of Grace, and I picked her up at the garden center on a discount rack, and I read so many great things about this rose. I do love the constant changing colors, though. It ages from a deep orange to kind of an apricot color, and then ends up being this cream. Princess Charlene, don't judge her too much by the images here. This is a fantastic rose. This was actually the first rose to bloom this year, and the flowers that came out of this rose this year were stunning. They were absolutely amazing. They were deeply cupped. Stunning color, stunning scent. This is a wonderful rose. Now, last is Desdemona, and she's a bit mad at me right now. I moved her in mid-March, and since then, she just hasn't really done much. She's angry. That's right. In the next couple of weeks, I'll be posting a full garden tour. You're not going to want to miss it. It is a very young garden. However, I've got tons of things packed in here. It is a modern style cottage garden. That's kind of what I'm going for. And again, we've got 7 or 8 different roses, 4 or 5 different hydrangeas. We've got tons of coral bells. We've got tons of verbena. We've got tons of gaura and salvias. There's tons of perennials packed in here. So again, if you want to check that out, I'm going to post that in the next couple of weeks. You'll find that right here. And if you want more information like rose reviews and things like that, check those out right here. So thanks for checking out the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.